Hey everyone, welcome back to Channel Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today's video, we're going to go over this quick news drop here from Plarium and we'll digest that. But keep in mind that we do have CBC in about 21 hours and I will be streaming that CBC. If you guys don't know or new to the channel, I always start a stream about 1 or 2 hours after CBC starts. So if that lines up with your schedule, make sure you guys try to swing by and drop by. We just do a really quick chill session, just hanging out, answering questions and all that stuff. But of course, I'll be grinding CBC along the way as well. So make sure you stop by if you're into that. But let's hop into this news drop here from Plarium today. So we got the snippet here. And this Tuesday, starting September 10th. So we have some poll events during the CBC, of course. And these are some pretty nice champions in this pool that they're offering to us. Keep in mind, guys, they're just progressive events. So they start off as 15x, which means you have roughly like about 7.5% chance of pulling your desired selected champion if you pull a legendary, and we'll be facing normal rates. So these are the normal rates. They're not very good. And these events are basically aimed at, high spenders or trying to shake loose some shards. If you can't, basically you just need to hold on to them, right? During these events, unless you're really close to Mercy, then you can kind of justify targeting specific champions. So for example, we have Arima here, which is really good champion, of course. She's great in Hydra. She's great in live arena, great in arena in general. Passive's insane, right? Basically ignores 50% of like savage, lethal, merciless, keeps your team alive. She's great, and I can see people targeting her, but like I said, guys, even if you're at Mercy, even if you pull a legendary, it's 7.5% roughly to get the desired legendary. After that, we do have Rodos, which is basically these are like the two champions that I use a lot in my live arena stuff. But we have Rodos here, also another champion that people will target as well if you're just trying to build your Rodos. And then as for the Void legendary, some really good ones here. We got two reset champions. And we have Yumiko here, which is one of the best reset champions in the game. But she's mainly used as a champion for Trunda resetting in Trunda teams. So if you can pull a Yumiko, it's pretty massive in terms of like damage output if you have a Trunda and a properly built team around them. I would love a Yumiko. It would be a huge upgrade for my Trunda team, but it'll be really hard for me to justify pulling for her unless I was really close to Mercy. For Void legendaries, the progressive events are a little bit better. So if you go for like a 15x boost on a Void champion, you're getting about a 20% chance of pulling a Yumiko if you pull a Void legendary, which is, no small feat, right? It's just not easy to pull a legendary on non-boosted rates unless you have tons of shards. So I can see people going for her, definitely. She's a very high priority target. After that, we do have Warlord here. Warlord's still a great lockout champion because of this turn meter drop ability. But obviously locking out, you need to do more than just locking out, to be honest, because there's so many mythical champions now. So personally, I have Warlord myself. I use him a lot. He's very important for my account, especially for arena. But ever since mythicals came into the game, he's definitely dropped off quite a bit. So, but I mean, people will probably end up going for him, maybe, but I can't see people going for him over Yumiko in this current setting for sure. So that's on day 1. On day 2, we get some pretty good champions as well, but probably not as good as the first day with the Harima and Rodos and Yumiko. We have Razovar here. Razovar is very good champion. He's a good DPS champion. He was an old fusion, but he does do quite a bit of damage for Hydra. He does a bunch of AoEs, and then he offers increased speed as well, which is really good, and leech as well. He's also really good in like teams like Dark Fae, like against Dark Fae. Like he can kill the waves, he can give you increased speed, so he's a good champion there. He also brings the speed aura, so he's just like generally a good champion. After that, we have Battle Carzel. He's also a good champion. He brings the 3-turn cleanse. He brings the poison boost as well. So 3-turn cleanse with continuous heal and then a bit of poison boost here as well. I mean, you could put him with a 9-piece protection set and then kind of use him as like a budget group tuck, probably, maybe. something like that. But yeah, I mean, and then he can solo some content, and of course he can cleanse, he can work in clan boss and stuff. He's still a good champion, just not used as much nowadays. After that, we do have Under Priest Brogni. Brogni again is still a great champion. He is, he can be used in like Wixwell comps. He can be used in Wixwell Yannicka teams and Hydra. There's lots of applications for him because his kit is still pretty special with the shield growth, and then obviously his passive is very special. So you're never going to be too upset at getting a Brogni. After that, we have Grand Oak Podrick. In terms of the best legendary, Grand Oak Podrick is probably the best out of this bunch. Great champion. Where is he? The old man. Yeah, great champion. He brings the ally attack, team ally attack, and then he brings the cleanse and turn meter boost. Very, very good 3-turn cooldown ability. And his passive is just kind of like icing on the cake, right? You get the increased attack for attack-based champions, defense for defense-based champions, and then accuracy for support, HP you get a shield. So just a great champion. This passive is very versatile. He basically makes, he buffs any team, so any combination team, right? You don't need to bring like specific increased attack or increased defense. He just brings it. So great champion overall. Huge speed in dungeons aura, which is interesting. I mean, it's useful in Fire Knight Hard. I use him in Fire Knight Hard. His A1 is also incredibly underrated and really good for damage output, especially once you have teams with like really big moves, like your damage dealers, for example. Having this hit your damage dealer is just really, really insane. So, and then let's talk quickly about the Void legendaries up for grab on day 2. We're looking at Cardio here. I don't have Cardio on this account, my main account, but I do have him on my alt account. He's a great champion. I love this guy. He can basically be used like anywhere. I used him in Clan Boss, Hydra, dungeons. He can be used anywhere. Generalist, speed in all battles, very good. Very good, very solid 3-turn cleanse, block revive, and protected revive on death. Not block revive, sorry, revive on death, and block debuffs, and then protected revive on death. Very, very good ability. And then team ally attack here with the crit rate, crit damage buff. And then a little bonus something. If you kill somebody, you get to reduce 1 turn on it. A1 team heal, very good. And his passive, it's kind of okay-ish, but obviously allies receive 20% less damage from champions is very, very good. Yeah, he can be used anywhere, man. Like ally, like arena, like I said, he can use literally everywhere. Very good champion, insanely good looking champion as well. I love Cardio. After that, we have Grazur, which is also a very good champion. Sorry, he's a Ogren tribe. So Grazur here, very good champion, max HP damage hitter, I believe. Yep, enemy max HP, AoE, and an AoE on the A2 with the provoke, increased defense as well, along with another AoE A1. So he's packing all AoEs, and then he has a team sustain passive here. Also places unkillable on him before dying. So he's just a really cool champion. He's got a lot going on in his kit. He keeps your team alive, controls enemy waves, buffs your team, heals your team, heals himself, keeps himself alive. Just a great champ, right? And he deals damage too. He deals damage too with the enemy max HP. So great champion, mainly used for Hydra, but he can be used anywhere. He's just an insanely good champion, to be honest. And he looks great too. So awesome champion. That's on day 2. But yeah, guys, both of these events are going to be, off, summon events. You're not going to get additional rewards for them. It's during CVC, but it's also non-personal CVC. So it's like, well, you don't really need to go too crazy to get the points. But yeah, if you guys are looking to pull, if you guys are close to Mercy, maybe you guys can justify pulling for some of these cool champions. Otherwise, I'd probably hold on to your shards. We still have a Thor fusion that's ongoing, and we still have something coming in the horizon, the Freya Deck of Fate, which we can only speculate what kind of event it's going to be, but I imagine holding shards would be a pretty safe investment for that Deck of Fate. But anyways, do what your account tells you guys to do, of course. Best of luck if you guys are pulling. And yeah, have a great CVC. Hopefully I'll see you guys at the stream tomorrow. Have a great day. and I'll see you guys in the next video.